Arigato.
G'day, I'm Jaybor Staunton here in Shibuya Crossing in Tokyo. Now, I know you might be asking, Jaybor, what are you doing here? Well, my goal is simple. I'm here to meet the locals, embrace the culture and show you everything there is to do in the beautiful country of Japan, the host of the 2019 Rugby World Cup. Strap in because our adventure starts now. Go-karting to karaoke, temples to shrines, great food, great people, and even flying a chopper over an active volcano. Japan is a magical place that needs to be seen to be believed. The first stop on our trip is way up north to Japan's home of one of my favourite brews. It's Sapporo. I'm sure we all know exactly what Sapporo's famous for, and it is their beer, so we thought, considering I am so bloody thirsty, our first stop should be to the Sapporo Beer Museum, so let's duck in and try and find a beer. So, there's a sign that says no video, but I really need a beer, so we're going to have a quick look around the Sapporo Beer Museum, see if we can find something. I wonder if that's full of beer. It's pretty cool in here, actually. 1870. It's the year the Sapporo Brewery was built. So that's the holy grail, eh? No beer in there, though. Right there, 1870, the original Sapporo Lager logo. Look at this bloke. He gets a beer. These were the first heat-treated beers. There's no beer here. I think we're on here. Tasting hall's shut. There's beer in these. How adorable. Drink responsibly. I'll take 50 of these, please. All right, here we are outside Ramen Yokocho, which has got about 20-odd ramen shops and it's known as some of the best ramen in the country, so duck in and just have a feed. Let's do it. I don't know if it's going to be so easy making a selection. This one looks pretty good. Let's go for it. See me myself? I might try the buttercorn if that's good. Please. I am looking forward to this, I can tell you that much. Oh, mamma mia, that's good stuff. Arigato. Oh, yeah, boy. That's a game changer. When you think of ramen in Japan, this is what you think of. If we did the maths, this bloke's been working here for 27 years, 250 odd ramen a day, which equates to about 2.5 million ramen in his lifetime, and it shows because it's fantastic. Arigato gozaimasu. Here we are at the Sapporo Dome. Now, of all the stadiums we're going to, this one is by far the one I wanted to see the most. Now, the Sapporo Dome was actually used in the 2002 FIFA World Cup and has a capacity of about 41,000, but who cares about that? Because the best thing about the Sapporo Dome is the fact that it's got two pitches. Inside is an artificial baseball diamond, and just out here, literally right there, is a grass turf pitch that they use for footy matches that they wheel in and out. On top of that, it is crazy looking. It literally looks like the Church of Scientology has an office here. You can picture Dr. No up there stroking a cat trying to bring down James Bond. So let's hop on the good foot, do the bad thing and have a look around the Sapporo Dome, yeah? Sapporo Dome, baby! Woo! Right, there's the hat. All right, check out the size of this joint. It is friggin' massive. Let me help you. Here you go. There you go. Enjoy. Good to be part of a team. Konnichiwa. G'day. Konnichiwa. 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 G'day. Now, if you're planning on coming to the Rugby World Cup and there's a match you want to see at Sapporo Dome, do it. This place is nuts. All right, well, it's night time now in Sapporo and we're here in the Susukuna district, which is notorious for its 4,000 bars and restaurants. I've got a big night ahead of me, so let's get stuck in. All right, so I've heard about this bar that's on the top floor of this building. They do the craziest cocktails and they do it with flair. Funnily enough, it's called Flair Bar, so we thought we may as well just duck in and get ourselves a nice Larry cocktail. Let's go for gold. Ah, he took care of it. It's so hot. Burnt my mustache off. Jaybor. Utah, pleasure to meet you. All right, we've just seen what is an absolutely bonkers show here at Flair Bar. They've invited me behind the bar itself, and they think they might be able to show me a few pointers. You're a good man, Utah. Yeah. So you're the master of the ceremonies yourself. Now I'm going to show you a trick. Here! Bless you. My boy Utah. Good man. Bless you. There we have it. Absolutely massive day here in Sapporo. No better way to cap it off than snuggle up in a little capsule hotel. I think this is me here, 303. If you don't mind me, I'm gonna turn in for the night. Right. Oh, this is my room for the night, and I'm not gonna lie, it's actually pretty bloody good. We've got a TV, headphones, alarm clock, light control. Does seem to work. We've got what looks like shag carpeting on the side, little mirror. Don't know what that is. Ooh. If you don't mind, get the hell out of my room. Where's the... Surely there's a curtain. We're here on the Shinkansen, aka bullet train, from Sapporo down to Kamaishi. Sapporo is absolutely epic, and I cannot wait to get to Kamaishi. Between now and then, though, we've got a 10-hour train ride, so why don't you sit back, relax, and enjoy this footage of me sleeping on a bullet train. I'm here in Iwate Prefecture in the city of Kamaishi. Now, if I was standing on this spot right here in 2011, I'd be under a wall of water over 10 metres high. In 2011, the fourth most powerful earthquake in recorded history struck off the Pacific coast of Tohoku. As a result, a tsunami struck Japan that came inland up to 10 kilometres and was upwards of 40 metres high. The resulting tsunami struck 20 of the 47 Japanese prefectures, and one of the most devastated areas was right here in Kamaishi, with over 1,000 people killed. So we're driving through the city of Kamaishi right now, and you can actually see sort of where the tsunami has affected most areas, and there's a few buildings that have got a bit of wear and tear. Even on this road, there's a lot of new infrastructure, and you can see there's a lot of new pavement coming in, so you can see they're still rebuilding. It's quite heartening to see it as well, to see something like rugby actually bringing a town together after such devastation. Now here, come have a look at this real quick. Up on this building here, you can actually see a marker that indicates just how high the water was as it rolled through Kamaishi. And you can just start to get an understanding of just the devastation that would be associated with a wall of water of that size. It's quite confronting, really. Now, the heart and soul of Kamaishi is its love for rugby, and nothing epitomises that more than Kamaishi Seaways Rugby Club. How much does rugby mean to Kamaishi?
It's pretty massive. It's just a small little town. Back in the 70s, I think Kamaishi was the best team in Japan. They won the Nationals about 7 years in a row. Pretty big thing for them. Rugby's everything to them.
What does it mean for the community to have the Rugby World Cup being hosting a couple of games here in Kamaishi?
It's a massive effort, not just for them to host it, but for the IRB to recognise the significance of what they're doing.
釜石にはラグビーの歴史があります。それは、7年連続日本一を、達成した来年のワールドカップ以降に新たな歴史を作っていく意味があると思います。
All right, so we're about to wrap up here at Sea Waves, and we thought it'd be remiss of me if I didn't take a shot at goal from 40 metres out, so let's go for gold, eh? I once read a story about Andrew Johns, legendary rugby league player, fantastic goal kicker, that you set up and you keep it nice and simple. 3 steps back, 2 to the side. 1, 2, 3. All right, make sure it's lined up. He's nailed that. There's a free pointer.
Congratulations.
Do you like that? You're looking for a new kicker? Yeah, you better watch out, Yusi. That one's coming for you, mate. Yeah, mate. So of all the stadiums at 2019 Rugby World Cup, this is by far the smallest with a capacity of 16,000 seats, but by far the most important. We're here at Kamaishi, at the Kamaishi Unosumai Recovery Memorial Stadium. And this stadium is being specifically built to help this city get back on its feet. And if you look up here, you can actually see all the valleys of where the wall of water would have come straight through here. And I can't even picture a 40-metre wall of seawater just rushing straight in through here. And this is literally where the school used to be. And they ran up to that hill over there to get to safety. It would have just been terrifying, and you can't even imagine the sheer terror of that coming through here. Seeing the city being rebuilt for the 2019 Rugby World Cup is a truly humbling experience, and I can't wait to see the games played here. Next on our trip, it's the big city lights of Tokyo. Home to over 36 million people, it blends the ultra-modern and the traditional. Be it a neon-lit skyscraper or an historic temple, it's got it all. Now, obviously, Tokyo is absolutely massive, and I can't show you everything there is to do in this awesome city, but I can show you the very best bits, starting right here in Shinjuku. Now listen, no night would be complete without going to the craziest attraction in Tokyo, the Robot Restaurant. We're here in Shinjuku Station, which is by far the busiest traffic hub in the world, with 3.6 million people per day coming through here. Until we invent smell-o-vision, you won't be able to really tell how bad it smells here. How you going, brother? Hitch you up. Oh, shit. I think I'm just standing right in the way here. Now, one of the other places you must check out when in Tokyo is Golden Gai. It's got over 200 tiny shanty-style bars, clubs and eateries, and I'm keen to tuck into every single one of them. Konnichiwa! How you going, brother? How you doing? Mate, this place is absolutely nuts. There's literally notes all over the wall. He's got trinkets and toys and crayons and everything. Mate, this place is absolutely bonkers. Nothing suspicious though, yeah?
Yeah, no suspicious.
All right, so he's drawn a target on my head. He's now got a chicken slingshot that'll stick to my melon if he drills it right in the middle. So let's see if his shot's any good, eh? Oh!
Sorry to shot his dick.
Kampai.
Bye.
Oh, that'll put hair on your chutney. Kampai, kampai. Ali Nuts Cafe. No charge, no rip-off. Let's do it. Oh. Shake it up, baby, now. Shake it up, baby. Kampai. Mate, it is fucking pumping in here. What I really want to zig.
If you want to be my lover, make it last forever.
Well, that's the last thing I can remember. A face full of tequila. I'm pretty sure I just went home after that and crashed. So here we are, one of the main stadiums at the 2019 Rugby World Cup, Ajinomoto Stadium, which will be simply known as Tokyo Stadium for the event. It'll play host to 2 quarterfinals, a semi-final. It's big, it's beautiful, it's circular, and it'll be one of the best venues to watch some rugby. Another amazing destination in this city is right here in Harajuku, one of the busiest shopping districts in Tokyo, known for its youth culture, amazing shopping, and quite clearly, massive amount of people. After talking to a few of the locals, a lot of them told me there is only one real way to see this city, and it doesn't get any more Japanese than this.
3, 2, 1.
It's a me, Jaybor. Let's go! We're Mario Karting in Tokyo. This is legitimately the best way to see this city. Let's go! I'll tell you right now, this is a far cry from the streets of Australia. Let's go! It literally feels like we're in a friggin' F1 race course at the moment. You've even got security guards. Konnichiwa! Look at this. How's the handling? Get it up, ya! I'm a brother driving the streets of Tokyo. Let's get a pizza. I honestly cannot believe how big this city actually is. We've been driving for 20 minutes now, and there's so much to see. This is how you see Tokyo. All right, so we're coming up on the Tokyo Skytree. Some of the best views of the city. Konnichiwa, baby! See? Ladies love Mario and Luigi. Mamma mia! All right, so we've wrapped up our tour. We're here at the base of the Tokyo Skytree, the tallest building in Tokyo. Dead set, if you're coming to Tokyo, this is a must-do. You're not doing it right if you're not Mario Karting. Let's go. From one big city to another, it's time to hit the home of the Rugby World Cup final, Yokohama. I'm here in Yokohama, Japan's second largest city, in one of their most famous attractions, Chinatown. It is one of the biggest Chinatowns in the entire world, with over 250 restaurants and street vendors. I clearly like to feed, so let's tuck in. So we know the Chinese tend to have a pretty adventurous palate, so we're going to try and find something weird. I'm singing in the rain, just... Sumimasen, sumimasen, excuse me, sumimasen. Do you know if there's anywhere around here that sells, like, strange foods, like horse penis or anything like that at all? Like horse penis? Any restaurants? Horse penis? Do you know horse penis? It's all good. I'll try and find horse penis elsewhere. Thank you. Just want some horse penis. Jesus. It's brighter than the sun down here. So this is pretty much exactly what you can expect to find here in Chinatown. Just a street vendor selling all sorts of awesome looking foods. It all looks so fresh, but what I want to get is one of these massive steamed pork buns. Two, my said. One pork bun, please. Oh, that's hot. Mamma mia, that's good stuff. We found another vendor here. They've got these pork and shrimp dumplings that are actually cooked in that big black pan. They get a roasted bottom. 4, please. Get some chopsticks. Thanks, appreciate it. So this is black Chinese vinegar. It's epic. Let's go for it. Oh! Yeah, definitely should have let it drain out. Yeah, so word of the wise, let it drain out a little bit. Oh! Check it out. Thank you very much. Just to give you an understanding as to the sheer size of Yokohama's Chinatown, I walked down a couple of dark alleys and popped up in arguably the spiritual home of Chinatown, Emperor Guan's Temple. It's absolutely massive and looks fantastic. And every Chinese New Year, it is by far the most popular place here in Chinatown. I'm here at Landmark Tower, the second tallest building in Japan. I'm going to go up to the 69th floor to their Sky Garden, which has 360-degree views of the entire city of Yokohama. You've got skyscrapers as far as the eye can see, what looks like the Nissan Stadium in the distance, and every single way you look is just completely packed out. Crazy view, yeah? Yeah. Massive. It's quite romantic, isn't it? Kind of want to snuggle up to you. Yeah. Ah.
Thank you.
Beautiful. We're here at International Stadium, Yokohama, aka Nissan Stadium. It is absolutely enormous with a capacity of over 72,000, and we'll be playing host to 2 quarterfinals, 2 semi-finals, as well as the final at Rugby World Cup 2019. So unlike Tokyo Stadium, which was pretty much all steel, this one is in complete contrast to that because it's made almost entirely out of concrete. It's quite futuristic and old school looking. If I thought Sapporo Dome looked like a spaceship, then this is the mothership. All right, so it's another day, another taxi, another train, and off to another city. Let's do it. Now, if you're traveling across Japan, there's one piece of advice I can give you, and it's this. If you do that, you'll have no issues whatsoever.
You little ripper, we are back on the road. Welcome to Shizuoka. Shizuoka is a Japanese prefecture on the central Honshu Pacific coast. With its iconic volcanoes, foothills and shrines, it's also the home of Japan's tallest peak, Mount Fuji.
All right, so I've just got off at Kakigawa Station, which you're going to have to go to if you want to go to Ikkopa Stadium. I needed to get a feed, so I've just ducked into a small little hole-in-the-wall place to grab something really quick. And for about 20, 25 bucks, I got this bowl of sashimi, which is literally the best sashimi I've ever had. And we're still in a train station. It's ridiculous. Just goes to show you, anywhere in Japan you can duck in and you're pretty much guaranteed a main feed. This is unbelievable. Gochiso sama deshita. Arigatou gozaimasu. That means thanks very much for the bloody ripper feed. We're walking up the stairs to a shrine in Fukui City. I don't even see the top of them, actually. All right, made it to the... Oh, man. I'm all right. I'm feeling good. Feeling great. Bit dizzy. A little out of breath. Tightness across the chest. Let's do this. All right, we're coming up to the last of the steps to the shrine. 998, 999, 1001. So we're here in Hatasan Soneiji Temple. It's a Buddhist temple in Shizuoka Prefecture. It was built in 725, which means where we are right now is almost 1,300 years old. Okay, so before we enter the temple, we actually have to wash our hands. We've got one of the locals who's going to show me. Yep. Oh, that's not so hard. Oh, that feels really nice, actually. Oh, nice. Okay. Well, all right. Up here. Yep. So throw the coin in. Finish? Oh, that was fascinating. We're here in Fukui City at Shizuoka Stadium, Ikopa, in the Ogasayama Sports Park. It's a 50,000 odd seat stadium and is by far one of the most beautiful stadiums on this tour. So it was built with the local environment in mind, seasonal plants and fauna and animals that they actually help to support around here. They've got a 10,000 seat stadium which they use as an arena for basketball and volleyball and so on. Then they've got the 50,000 seat stadium here, which was actually built for the 2002 FIFA World Cup, but now supports the Shizuoka Prefecture and all of its major events. And it's quite a different stadium to some of the others we've seen on tour, say, you know, Yokohama was a big concrete structure. This one's got obviously a lot of steel and glass, but the roof is actually made of sails that come out over the top of the stadium. It's a bit trippy to be here right now because there's absolutely no one here, but pretty much this time next year it'll be absolutely jam-packed because Ireland will be playing against Japan here at Shizuoka Stadium in Ikopa.
Suitcase packed, back on the train, destination Toyota City.
Now, the city of Toyota's got a very unique history in that it wasn't always called Toyota. It was originally called Kodomo. But in 1938, the first Toyota car factory was built here in the city of Kodomo. And in 1959, on January 1st, it was officially renamed Toyota. We're here at Toyota Sports Centre, and it's the training ground of the Toyota Verblitz Japanese top league side. And we had the chance to have a chat to a couple of the players about what it means to have the Rugby World Cup here in Japan. This is a pretty surreal feeling right now, so far from home, in Toyota, watching Toyota Verblitz, one of the top Japanese sides, train under a World Cup winning coach in Jake White. There are guys out there, Gio Aplon is a 17-test Springbok. We've got Stephen Yates, who's played numerous games for the New Zealand Sevens. It's a pretty strange feeling, I'm not gonna lie. But the skill base is phenomenal. Their set piece is awesome. Their communication, their defense, their attack, everything. This is a high-class unit. What does it mean to the people of Toyota to have the Rugby World Cup here?
I've been here 11 years now, so there hasn't been a lot of rugby focus at all. Up until as soon as they got the World Cup, we've got 5 home games here, so I think they've just about all sold out. It'll be buzzing by this time next year.
All right, we're joined now by World Cup winning coach Jake White. So Jake, obviously a city like Toyota that is playing host essentially to the world by hosting a few matches here for the World Cup. How much does it mean specifically to the city of Toyota?
Well, look, I mean, Toyota got its name from the company. You know, the reality is, I think the company owns everything in the town anyway. Owns the hospital, owns the rugby club, owns the hotel. Mr. Toyota is a massive sponsor of the Paralympics and the Olympic Games, and I think it's his way of giving something to his city. And it's fantastic that we not only host a World Cup, but we get to see the All Blacks play against Ireland, South Africa play in Namibia, Georgia are playing against Wales, and then Japan will be playing a game in our stadium as well. So, yeah, there's a lot of excitement that's going to hit Toyota City in the next couple of months.
All right, so the guys at Toyota Verblitz said there's one place in Toyota you've got to go. Apparently the owner is an absolute rugby nut. It's right here in Shizuoka. Let's go in, have a couple beers and tuck in. We're at what's known as an Izakaya, so it's essentially a Japanese pub. Now, if you come to the Rugby World Cup, this is where you want to be going. They're all over Japan, and it's essentially a place where you can drink beers, watch the footy and hang out with like-minded individuals. 1 serve of karage, 2 of katsu, edamame, 1, 3 serves of 5. FYI, there are other people in the production team that are with me right now. That's not all for me. I'll probably eat most of them, I'm not gonna lie. Get your hands away from me. Sumimasen. Sweet as. So we're gonna go in the kitchen, see how they make these chicken wings. Konnichiwa. So you got the little grill there. Konnichiwa. Got the deep fry yakitori grill. So these are the wings here. So the seasoning is literally just pepper and then this sauce here, do you mind? Which is sugar, soy sauce, sesame oil, and then some sesame seeds on top. So this is the yakitori grill we were talking about, where you get all the little sticks with the skewers and the chicken and everything. And they just fire roast it over that on the skewers. If I didn't do something in rugby or TV or whatever it may be, I'd be working in a kitchen, mainly because I've got a short temper, I like food, and I very rarely sleep. Guess we're gonna go pour a beer. I'm gonna have a shot at making an Asahi with the creamy head. And like that. A little bit more. Oh, no, forward. Oh, loose, it actually comes out a different hole. Do you wanna have that one?
Oh,
you can't drink? More for me then. Made by me, made by me. How bloody good. We're here at Toyota Stadium in the city of Toyota. It's a 45,000 seater and one of 3 stadiums on this tour with a retractable roof. That's probably one of the tallest stadiums we've been to. Absolutely massive. The entrance alone is enormous. I'm actually just blown away with the sheer size of this thing. There's actually these big, long spires that run up the edge there, and the Japanese seem to do it so well, these space-age type buildings. They've all got their own little quirks and nuances that make them unique. You know, it's kind of fascinating to think that you can make a company that is so big, so successful, that a city would change its name in recognition of the influence you have. Get you thinking. Jayborville, population, Jaybor. Oh, I'm gonna die alone, aren't I?
Part 1's done and dusted, but it isn't over yet. Part 2 of my road trip sees me chuck on an undersized kimono and experience a traditional tea ceremony. I even get my hands on a few snakes and test my 120 kilograms in a chopper directly over Japan's most active volcano. You do not want to miss this.